Why are we here? I was recently in the gorge and I saw a ton of skilled riders and tricked out vans adorned with all manner of outdoor gear. It seemed to me that this place attracts people who love being outside, being in the water. Same on the islands, the fit bronze bodies and everyone being at the beach tells me everyone's here for the ocean. They want to be outside. They want to be on the beach. Being part of the food chain, swimming with big predators is part of the deal. People who are comfortable in open ocean and challenging environments are drawn to those places. So what does the SFBA area attract? Looking at all the Teslas and the Priuses, it seems the tech jobs are the main draw. What is it about the Bay Area that we're willing to live like this or witness this? If someone is struggling to get on foil, I can give them a lesson and get them foiling. If a person's soul is being squashed, how do we lift them up without a village? What if those that fit in the least, the biggest outcasts and the black sheep, are the ones we need the most? Or if a system is broken and not working, do we want people to break and limit themselves to fit in? Or do we want them to exit and build a better system? Or asked another way, who makes our gear better? Someone who is stoked with what they have, or someone who loathes the way things are? Someone content to ride the same gear for 40 years, or someone who is bored to tears with the older gear? I wonder if we few here in the Bay Area that venture into the water are like the red tide algae showing us that someone's putting crap in the water, or like the E. coli, we're here to bioremediate the raw sewage that gets dumped in the ocean. How many of us want to go back to two-line kites or long finless boards or the wind weapon? Who is happy with the first generation of their gear? As soon as foiling and wing foiling came along, I couldn't get rid of my 14-foot downwind sups and 17-foot sups and 12-footers. I couldn't fire sail them fast enough. Can anyone honestly take a long look at the city and how it's built and set up and say this is a perfect model for human well-being and thriving? If it is, why are so many living on the streets, drowning in spirit water and numbing their pain? Maybe their gifts and their medicine is so powerful they can't stand to be in an office at a 9 to 5 every day. They can't fit in. Their power's too big. That's why they're out on the street talking to themselves. Regular folk can't hear. I mean, sometimes I can barely stand to look at them, to see that pain and that filth and that squalor. It freaks me out. And truth be told, working hourly at some BS job, I have an equal repulsion. An allopathic approach asks, how do we manage these undesirable people? How do we move or force them out of sight? And I see them move and put up barricades and fences and shift the encampment from one block to the next. What about a holistic approach that asks, what's creating these conditions? What's breaking these people? What's the root cause? Or why am I not in their position? Where are their parents? What didn't they get as children? Why aren't their needs being met? They say a high tide lifts all boats. Why are we as a society lifting up some while others are drowning? The answer that makes sense to me, as someone who often feels like an outsider or a black sheep, is in a quote I heard a long time ago. The job of the artist is to make the revolution seem more appealing.